folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact. A full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Elliott. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. Now Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Prescott now, and that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To the air again, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Here we go now with Smith. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Elliott. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say,
and Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley from 3 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
And it's up and good. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Ingram again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Breeze now. And that is incomplete.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route, tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
They do go for it. It's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the...
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins, and about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Sean Lee with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10 way up at the 37. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On third down, it's Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's Prescott looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Breeze drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Breeze to throw on second down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll send Ginn in motion left. Breeze going to go on 4th down. This will be caught just inside the 10. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, what a move. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down following the incompletion. And again, it's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that will be incomplete as well.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints will have the football back. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together. Give them 6 on the play there. And that leads to a New Orleans 1st down. Now they'll throw with Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done. Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff. To throw is Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in. Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run here with Ingram. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Breeze to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Cameron Jordan in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Prescott over the middle, complete. That's Bryant, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He's back to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Brees going to throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Brees
gives it up to Ingram, and he'll be knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took a...
Like the way it sounds, Frody?